Hello, everybody. Today we're going to talk about the father and the daughter and just how important it is for the father to not only be in his daughter's life, but set a good example of what a man should be and how he's supposed to, treat her mom, with respect, as a way of showing his daughter how women are supposed to be treated, which they're not doing nowadays, and I think this needs to be talked about more. Everybody just always want to point out how important it is for a son to have the father in his life, but they don't want to point out how important it is for the daughter to have the father in her life also. Well, today I'm here to point this out. In my opinion, and this is just my opinion, a daughter views supposed to view all men through her father's eyes. She's supposed to be able to use her father as an example of how all men should be. He's supposed to be that example to her of how men should treat women. He can't be that example if he's not around, or if he is around but he's doing things in front of her to other women or to her mom that's not right. I'm well aware that this is not always the case for all women. It's actually some women who grow up without a father and be okay. It's actually some women who grow up in a house of domestic violence where she watch her mom get her ass whooped and she grows up perfectly okay. But there are other women who grows up and are not okay and mentally scarred for life. We see these women every day. They always with problems. They go through like several relationships, and we think we looking at the outside. We can't see what's on the inside. We can't see what the woman have been through. All we see is the fact that she changed different men all the time. She's always in abusive relationships and everything. And the first thing we do is judge them. We're not looking at what they went through in their life or any of that. Sometimes when you see a woman hopping from relationship to relationship, it's because they're searching for that love that they didn't get as a child. And because their father probably wasn't around and it had some type of negative effect on them. And they're searching for love in all the wrong places. But we never look at that. We never ask that question or none of that. We just quick to point the finger and judge her and call her a thought or whatever. When we see women in these abusive relationships, we don't know what the case could be. It could have been she grew up seeing her father beat on her mom, and because of that, she think that this is the normal way of what the way love's supposed to go. And a man don't love you unless he hit on you. I've heard several women actually say this, talking about, oh well, at least I know he loved me because if he didn't love me, he wouldn't do this to me. A lot of these Instagram models that be naked online and stuff, and we be wondering what's wrong with them. Shoot, it could be because they didn't have a father growing up who gave them that male attention that they wanted, and because of that, they have to, they grew up searching for that attention from other males and feel like they're not nothing unless they get that type of attention. But we don't ever question that. We don't never, do any of that. We just quick to judge. And then you have the men who are in their daughter's life but are super strict because they are playboy and they don't want the same thing they do to other women to happen to their daughter. But little do they realize the more they hold on tight, once they do let go, the girl may become buck wild. Just like some of these preacher daughters who the preachers are strict on. Okay, y'all know at least one or two that once they get out there they buck wild because they daddy held them so tight. Even though I grew up having a father in my life, some of the stuff I watched him do growing up that I'm still damaged from. You know, I see a piece of my dad in every man, and I become paranoid of that because I don't want a man like my dad because of the stuff I seen him do growing up. I want a man who is like the opposite of my dad. But the thing that scares me is I see my dad in every man, including my own man. So I'm kind of affected by, stuff I saw growing up also. So to the men who are dads, I would advise you to get in your daughter's life and set a good example of how a man should treat a woman and be towards a woman, because she's watching you and she see all men through you, whether you want her to or not. Bye. Have a nice day.